Hello, welcome. Thank you for joining us here today. Today we're talking about your path, your journey. Keep in mind that we all have a journey that we're either on right now, a journey that we have to take, a journey that's actually going to take us to where we want to go. And there is nothing, anytime, any place that can actually stop you from taking your journey. Your journey is a way to get to your end goal. It is a path that we all have to take. And it depends on what you're wanting and what you're doing in your lifestyle, that what kind of a journey you're taking. One thing I'm finding is holding a lot of people back from actually not just getting on the path to go on their journey, but to actually start. And then I've talked to some people here recently that they're on their journey and they're building their lifestyle and they're creating, and they're stuck in the middle. And why is that? And I'm finding a lot of it is talk therapy. And I'm sure if you're in a group or if you're in any kind of a community thing where you get together and it's whatever kind of a platform you're in. Well, the one I'm talking about is the one where everyone, you just get together and everyone's talking about, how bad their life is and how bad this happened to them then and how bad it is now and how it's just not fair. Nothing ever good ever happens for them. This is a platform. This is a way that I'm finding is not good. And you're going to relate to this more and more as we go on with this broadcast, is when you're in a talk therapy, it can only hurt you when the talk is all about what's wrong, what's not right, and how nothing's ever good, and how nothing will ever get better for you. That's a form of talk therapy that you want to avoid. So avoid that type of talk therapy. If you're in a group of any type, of any kind, where all they do is talk about how bad everything is and there's no solution to any problem. It's just each person has a story that's worse than the one before, another story that's worse than that one, a story that's worse than that one. Everyone tries to top each other on the worst story. And then you have those that just sit and laugh at everything about everybody else. And they don't even know if it's a real laugh. I've been hearing these different stories about this called fake laugh. I think it's called, they're calling it now, the fake laugh, where they just laugh about the person's situation or whatever. That's the worst kind to be in also. You don't want to be around people that fake laugh and just, it's annoying, isn't it? You don't want to be around that. So if you're in groups that are everything is wrong and people are always being wrong, then you might want to look at, I'm not telling you have to do this, but go to a different group. Go to a different support group. Or if you're in some kind of counseling and it's a group type format, go to a different group format if all they talk about is how bad everything is. Because once you change what your thought is and once you change your talk therapy, if you're going through talk therapy, that's great. It is very successful and it helps a lot. And if you're going through self-talk, then you're already giving yourself the positive inspiration and meditation and the motivation saying, I'm consistent, I'm growing, I'm flourishing. And then you're going to find that whatever path you're on, your journey will be much fuller and it will be more enlightened and more happy. Because your journey will be a road of ups and downs. Your journey could be a path through the wild where you are becoming and knowing who you are now. Maybe you didn't know before, and that's okay because not everybody does. So maybe you're around people that they don't have a motivation other than something that's frivolous and you don't see that as being lucrative. If you're around people that maybe they don't have any inspiration to be any more than what they are right now. If that's the case, then that's their sadness, not yours. You don't have to take on someone else's drama to be happy. You can just let their drama be their own drama, and you just go on being your happy self. That is a fact. And, it's all about, this journey is all about neuroscience. Because in neuroscience, it explains how the energy pathways and the neurons in our brain paths, we build new neurons by the different actions we take. The more enlightened and the more happy your actions are, the more prosperous those neurons will be building. So look at what you're building in your brain, because your brain does build new neurons all the time. So as you're on your path, this is the path that's going to be the end result of these long drawn out goals that you have created, that are building your lifestyle, that are building your being. So be in tune with what you're doing, be in tune with how you feel, and be in tune with the people you are associating yourself with. And I've heard talk about, well, these are the only people I have around me. We're in a very closed community and there's nobody else around. In that case, maybe you just distance yourself from the negative. Or maybe you try to turn it around a little bit and say, you know what, guys, this good is happening for me. This is what's happening for me. And this is what I'm doing. Share how you're doing it, how you're making your feelings be more prosperous for you, more productive for you, and how by doing this, you're being able to be more consistent with your actions every day. Because the more consistency you have in creating what you want is more of a habit you are creating. So as you're on your journey through life, your journey to maybe you're just on this journey to your end result of your goals that you've set. We're all on different journeys. It could be a whole journey. You could be see your whole life as a journey. That's great, because life is meant to be lived and enjoyed and created as we go along. So be prosperous for yourself. No matter what's going on in the world, you don't have to be affected by every little thing everybody says. And if you're one of these people that has to go around telling everybody what they heard or what was happening, you don't have to do that. Do you know how many messages you would get a day if you had people constantly telling you what's on in the news and who said this and who said that? You would be in my world and get thousands of messages a day, and nobody needs it. You know what, guys? I had to put a stop to it. Finally had to just put a stop to it and say, you know what? That's enough. I don't want to hear no more about any of it. I have got enough on my plate without hearing about what everybody else is doing. So you don't have to be down in the dumps just because everything's upside down. You don't have to be in that path where everything's turning around. Why can't you be happy, 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 guys? Love what you're doing. And you know what? Don't worry about the rest of the world, because you cannot change everybody. You cannot help everyone that does not want to be helped. So when you stop thinking you're going to help every single person, or you're just going to keep giving this information, keep giving this, keep giving this, keep giving this, and really you're just fueling the fire, and it's just giving it more negative energy than it needs, right? Think about what you're talking about. Think about what you're not talking about. And try to distance yourself from those people. I know it's really hard. I know it is sometimes. Just do your best to distance yourself from those people. Even if you have to keep saying, I don't want to hear that. Please, I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to hear that. That's all you can do. You just distance yourself and shut yourself off from it. Because you know what? You're not doing yourself any good. You're not putting your head in the sand. You're just not going to keep fueling the fire. There's a difference. You can know about it, you acknowledge it, and then you move on. You don't fixate on it. Okay? Because life is a journey, and we all should take our individual journeys and take them to heart and take them with love. With love, will give us everything we need. I'm sorry, forgive me, thank you, I love you. Ho'oponopono. Okay? Please like and share and subscribe to our channel. We've got some really good movies coming out and some more videos. So be in tune to hear those. And I will talk to you guys later. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.